It's time to kick off Big Ten season as the #1 ranked Buckeyes travel to take on the Northwestern Wildcats. Before the game, I tweaked the sliders, making the game a little tougher. I lowered my sliders and upped the CPUs. Let's see how it goes. Opening kickoff, Demario McCall is back deep. He brings it out. He starts up the middle. He cuts it out to the left, and he's got a lot of green in front of him. He turns on the Jets. Demario McCall is gone. 104 yards to the house. Special teams TD number 5 on the year for D-Mac. Northwestern takes over. Smith drops back and hits Marshall wide open. He sheds a Sheffield tackle and is finally brought down after a 26-yard gain. A few plays later, Smith would drop back again and throws a gorgeous touch pass to Riley Lees for a gain of 22. Later in the drive, Moten takes the handoff and absolutely gets destroyed by Keandre Jones. Wildcats would settle for a field goal. Here comes the Buckeyes offense. Haskins hits Ben Victor for a gain of 14 in the first down. Then Haskins finds Jalen Gill on the wide receiver screen. He puts a move on a defender and picks up 25. A few plays later, Mike Weber walks into the end zone. Ohio State up 14-3. Wildcats back on O. Smith would drop back. He tries to force a pass into Fessler, but it's picked off by Kendall Shedfield, and he has running room. 10-5, pick 6 to the house. No fly zone strikes again. After Northwestern goes 3 and out, Mike Weber comes out running. He goes up the gut for a gain of 19. Then Haskins drops back and hits Ben Victor on the outside. He turns it upfield and picks up 19. Then 2-5 gets into the end zone for the second time today. Ohio State is up big. But here come the Wildcats. Smith hits Fessler on the slant route for 14. Then Moten would take the draw up the middle for a gain of 14 as well. But the defense holds and Northwestern is forced to kick another field goal. After a Buckeyes punt, Aiden Smith goes option right and picks up the first down. Then Moten takes the handoff. He finds a crease, cuts it back inside, and is gone. 55 yards to the house. Wildcats get into the end zone. They set up for a 2-point conversion. Smith drops back and lobs it to the outside, but is picked off by Wes May, and he's bringing it out. Nobody is going to catch him. Tack 2 more points on the board for the Buckeyes. What a play by the junior safety. Ensuing kickoff, McCall is back deep. He brings it up the right sideline. He gets a couple blocks and is finally tackled after a 55-yard return. Later in the drive, Weber goes up the gut, runs over a corner, and picks up 13 yards. Next play, Haskins tries to get greedy. He forces a pass into Victor, but is picked off by Mayo, and he's got a lot of green in front of him. He returns the ball to the 40-yard line, first down for the Wildcats. Wildcats come out throwing. Smith drops back, has all the time in the world to throw, and he finally hits Fessler for a gain of 24 yards. Then Smith goes back to the air, hits his check down Moten, and he's finally brought down after a gain of 17 yards. But the no-fly zone makes him pay. Smith tries to force another pass, but is picked off by Davis, his second on the year. 30 seconds left in the half. Haskins hits Mack on the outside for a gain of 18. Then Haskins drops back. He scrambles out to his right, sets his feet, and hits Grimes across the middle for a gain of 28 yards. Timeout Buckeyes. Then Haskins drops back. He hits Jalen Harris across the middle for a gain of 26. Set up a Drew Chrisman field goal. Buckeyes go into the half up 33-12. The domination continued in the second half. Smith tries to force another pass, but is picked off by Sheffield. He returns it back to the 45. That's interception number 2 on the day for Kendall Sheffield. Then it's Mike Weber time. He goes up the gut with this one for 10 yards. Then Weber gets it again, finds a hole on the left, bounces off a defender, and gains 16. A few plays later, Haskins drops back, and he finds Gill wide open, and he walks into the end zone from 12 yards out. His first TD as a Buckeye. The Silver Bullets are flying around the ball. Okuda times the blitz perfectly and gets the TFL. Then Northwestern tries to go option, but Jordan Fuller blows it up in the backfield, 3 and out. Buckeyes go back to the air. Haskins hits McCall across the middle. He hits the circle button and picks up 19. Then Mike Weber goes up the middle and muscles his way for 13 yards. DH7 would cap off the drive with the option right, 47-12 Ohio State. Next Northwestern possession, Wildcats set up the screen, but it is read perfectly by Wes May, who jumps the route and picks it off, and you won't catch him. Pick 6, number 2 for the Buckeyes today. Buckeyes get the ball back. McCall goes off tackle right and picks up 11 yards. Then Haskins drops back, throws a dime to Austin Mack for a gain of 14. Haskins would cap off the drive, getting his second rushing touchdown on the day. Buckeyes win in a laugher, 61-12. DH7 finished 13 of 23 for 197 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception, and he added 2 rushing touchdowns. Weber had another big game, 16 carries for 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. Demario McCall finished with 297 all-purpose yards, including that 103-yard opening kickoff touchdown. Kendall Sheffield had a strong game as well, 4 tackles and 2 interceptions, including a pick 6. Our Buckeyes moved to 3-0, and up next, their first home game of the season against the number 11 ranked Badgers of Wisconsin. But first, episode 3 of the .the Eye podcast. Well, I'll dig in to the Northwestern game and look ahead to the big recruiting visit from the class of 2019. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're brand new. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at BigCGatGame. I'm going to check you guys out in the .the Eye podcast. Make sure you have a great day. 2 fingers in the air.